I get it.
But I
And
think,
I'm gonna
yeah,
take a
we are.
nap, so
Oh no. Is it that boring?
no. I'm just there's nothing for me to do at the moment because you're doing great, and I could take a nap. I would enjoy a nap. I
Yeah,
might
we
even
are.
talk into my sleep.
I think what I'd like you to do right now
Mm-mm.
is I want you to figure out how we're going to wrap the underside of these hangers because these hangers are going to be well they're not going to be airtight, huh? I suppose.
They can be.
But it'd be better if they weren't because then we just keep the airlocks we have and then the ships can go in and out without having to worry about any protocol or weight.
Well, I'm thinking for me, we'd have an airlock still to get to the hangars, but the hangars could have their own fans and maybe have an oxygen generator thing.
Yeah, but then are we going to airlock the hangars? So actually have like a hangar double door airlock system where we
No,
have to wait.
no.
So then I just say we just don't worry about it. We don't pressurize the hangars because otherwise it's going to be a huge pain.
No, I don't care. I just thought you could because if you're not taking a ship in or out, which I don't think we would do a lot of,
You
then
could you could have a protocol that says depressurize the room, wait for that to happen, and then open the doors. And then when you leave and come back, the doors are still open. It's still depressurized, and then you close the door. It repressurizes. This is like we've used to do. Is that what you're thinking?
I was thinking kind of the opposite of that.
Okay, explain.
So what you would do is you'd have your hangars that are not pressurized, right? But let's say you want to work in there without your helmet on, right?
Okay.
So you could pressurize the doors, but you wouldn't do it if you're going to be moving ships in and out. That's just a waste of time, right?
Okay. Okay.
But if you,
So basically a manual pressurization
yeah.
control.
So let's say we're going to build the drop ship, right? That's going to take a while because we have to design it. If we weren't using the truck. So let's say the truck didn't really work as a drop ship. We wanted to do something else.
Sure.
So we're going to be in there for like an episode or two building this thing.
Probably, yeah.
So we might want to pressurize the hangar so we don't have to, keep filling up our bottles and all this other stuff.
Okay. Yeah, you've sold me. You made a great point.
So, but I don't want it to be the default because, like you said, it would take forever. You
Yeah.
depressurize it, then you got to do the doors, and then you can drive out. And then when you come back in, it repressurizes, but you may not even care.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
it's kind of like a button kind of thing. And maybe that would disable the doors. I don't know what we got, but I mean, we
Well,
can.
this is a really great thing to consider, using event controllers.
Hmm. I
They're a
knew
great
I'd win
problem
you
to
over
solve
with that
using
one.
them. Well, consider, there's a lot of things a lot of
Hmm.
states you can read, and then a lot of behaviors you can manage as a result of those states.
Hmm. So I think this is a perfect example of when I think event controllers can work well because, for the most part, we don't care. We don't need
Um,
it pressurized. But if we do care, I don't want you opening up the door and wasting all that oxygen. So,
sure. So here's what you can help with right now, if you're interested. Anything that's pink, you can grind off. You can help the nanobots along, which is basically what I'm doing right now.
well, that
You don't
means I'd
have to.
have
I
to
mean,
switch my
you could just
swords.
you could just double stream me, I guess.
Of course, I think I'm dying, so I think I will
Oh,
instead try to find Moshi and get back in. I know it is. I'm probably going to die because I wasn't paying attention. Yep. Was not
uh-oh,
paying attention.
uh-oh. Did you bite it?
Second. Just a second.
My energy is getting pretty low too. I shouldn't laugh too loud. Uh-oh. Oh no.
I think.
Oh
Oh,
no.
I am in the
It
wrong spot. This is not Moshi, is it? Maybe it is.
You can hit backspace to respawn.
Yeah, I don't think that's Moshi. That one doesn't count because that said Moshi. And I don't think that's Moshi. That's Moshi. Okay.
Do you see the puppy's nose sticking out? I'm on puppy cam right now, but you see him?
I see him.
His paws, and that's his little nose.
Okay, let's get my stuff. Get my body lies over the ocean. Where is my body? Pretty sure this is where I died. What's going on? Turn them dampeners on. Thank you. I don't.
Might be a.
My body was here, but I don't see it now.
It would have picked it up. Build and repair would have picked it up.
Build and repair. Leave my body alone. Stranger danger.
In fact, I don't know if we even need to have the. Oh, I see why I did it. I was gonna say I don't know if we need to have this elevated, but it's nice to have elevation up to these connectors. Let's do this. Let's okay, that's gonna disconnect this. So let's just disconnect that and then remake that. And by what I'm doing is I want to extend these connectors. Oh, I need one going up. I need to. Oh, so I'm going to need a 6-sided one because there isn't the shape that I actually need. So there we go. And then I don't know, like every so many.
Okay, let's look for pink. I don't see any pink.
Well, I think build and repair caught up.
I'm here to help. Where I don't see any pink.
Okay.
That's okay.
I'm sure you're not that disappointed.
Not really, no.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 2, 3, 2, 4, 5. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 2, 3, 2, 4, 5.
Okay, I'm thinking something like that for the hanger array, for the connector array. Does that seem like the spacing is okay?
Sure. I guess.
We might have to like move the truck a little out of the way while we're working too.
Well, I think this is fine. I don't have any.
And at some point, I might have to have you move the Stingray while I'm doing some work over here. Because as soon as I go to adjust this pipe here, it's gonna disconnect. Unfortunately. And boop. Boop. Like that. Just disconnect. Everything should turn on. But it is a hydrogen, so it does not slow down as good. Yeah. Thanks. So now I need to come in and cut this, which is going to disconnect the connector. So then I need to come back with this guy. And another one of these. And we're going to also make sure all of these have used for parking turned off. God, I wish there was a mod that make that the default. Devs, hear my pleas. Make used for parking off by default for connectors. It would save so much time. There we go. Okay. You can repark. Maybe use the top connector on the top of the Moshi though, so that it's just out of the way while we're building. That might be, yeah. Thanks, buddy.
That's what I'm here for. I'm the best pilot in this sector.
It's true. I don't know how many times I've heard that one.
Lots. Because it's true. I am the best.
Peter Park.
Yeah, I'm not close. Give me a second.
You
I
can do
am
it,
the
buddy.
best pilot in this sector. I don't need somebody to tell me that Peter Park. I have to be at least close to the connector. At least close.
Oh, yeah, it's true. You're not wrong.
I mean, I can't Peter Park anywhere.
It's true. Okay,
Coffee!
so-
Coffee good. Yeah.
So maybe I'm just gonna draw some connecting shapes here. Thinking that's kind of roughly the hangar, something like that.
Yeah. And I can just keep on going.
I mean, yeah, this is where I'm gonna wrap the blast door blocks around the connectors. Like that. Something like that. And then this stuff just is gonna get filled in, I guess. I don't know. It will start with this. This
Okay.
gives us some room, I suppose, and maybe we more center the connectors in here, but we gotta figure out the actual hangar doors. So how about we talk about the hangar doors? What are you thinking?
What's available?
Well, we've got, for the hangar doors, we have some new reskins, the Warfare hangar doors. So there's a windowed one, there's a plain one, and there's one that's kind of got like a stripy pattern on it.
Okay, for these we can go kind of like I've done in the past. We can either do like 2 from the side, 2 from the top, 2 from the bottom. So you can get kind of a wider opening.
Mm-hmm.
Or we could do like 2 from the top, 2 from the down, but make it long. So we wouldn't be as tall, but we would be wider ships. So
Well, so they what is the they're 3 blocks long, but they only open up 2 of those 3. So
Yeah.
it's like a piston, right? So 2 of the 3 are the movable blocks. And that means if you stack them just left to right, you know, in opposites, that you get a 4-block wide gap.
Yep.
But you could also stack the 2 vertical in the middle, so you'd have 2 on the left, 2 on the right, 1 in the middle, top and bottom, and that gives you a 5 wide.
Yeah, but you're still only 4 tall.
Now we could do, yeah, exactly.
Now you could do doors that open, but then it wouldn't be airtight.
Right.
I don't think we have the blue glowy door, right?
No, we you're thinking of the force field mod.
Yeah.
Force field door mod where we can just fly through it and it's airtight. That is correct in that I did not install that mod.
Okay. So what we have to decide is what kind of ships are we going to be building? Now we could easily do like just have like 4 tall.
This seems like, let me just list some things I think we're gonna want in here. We're gonna wanna, we have a drill ship on the truck, so we honestly, maybe another drill ship, but I think like the only other ship I can think right now that we need is the Seeker ship, the one that's basically a like a jump drive ship, right? That just goes places quickly.
And I don't think that's going to be in the hangar. Because
Well,
when
yeah,
you
it's gonna have to be large grid.
when you do that many jump drives, it's going to be large. So it's going to be attached probably to the landing gear or to a connector that's on the bottom or top or something. It's gonna be its own little thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking the things we're putting into here is your small grids stuff. Like, I mean, the truck is a large grid, right?
Yes.
But it actually, let's see, how wide is that? 1, 2, 3, 5. So yeah, I wouldn't be able to fit in here anyway. So large grid is going to be outside apparently.
Well, unless we make a monstrous hangar, but yeah, I think that the airtight hangars that we're building really should probably be dedicated to small crafts.
Yeah, and I think if we're going to have, things that need to attach, they would be attached on the outside. Like the truck can honestly be attached to the side of one of the hangar doors or one of the hangar walls.
Oh, we are in. Oh no, that's artificial. I was gonna say, are we in planetary gravity? But no, I just saw my artificial horizon flick up like it had gravity, but I'm just going in and out of the artificial gravity range. That's what we're seeing.
So if you took like this connector here and you pulled it out to the side and we put a connector on the wall on the outside, then the truck could actually park here on the side.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Okay. So I just had a hiccup, so either a save happened or something. So I think that we're looking at small grids, so I'm thinking what you're doing there is what we would want to do.
I mean, this is just an idea. Mm-hmm. I'm not married to this, but I just wanted to like throw something up to say, here's a potential shape. How does it look?
Yeah, I think that's what we have to do. I think that works because that would let your small grids in. We know what our building requirements are. The longer you go means you can make them wide, but they can't really be tall, or they can be tall, but they have to be skinny. So you can go sideways and in and out.
Sure. Side door. Place.
Yep. And I think if you did one there, and maybe we can put one, I don't know if we want one on the side or if that's just good enough, honestly. The front, I think windows.
Heck yeah, brother.
And then maybe wrap around as well.
I mean, I considered what would it be like if we had a fly-through hangar, a door in the front and the back, but I think that's just unnecessary. And hangar doors are heavy, so it's best to not
Well, we're in
them.
space. We don't really care about that.
That is true.
But I think when you come out here, this is more glass. This is, a walkway, and we'll make it a little bit wider here so we could have a walkway, or this could be glass here, I mean, that's fine. But I do like the idea of running like this connector out to the side and then having a connection on the side for the longer ships. Or it could be on the back here too as well.
This could be honestly gun conveyors over on this side. So on the outside of the hangar, we slap some defense.
Yeah, we can do that too.
I'm just gonna hop in the.
I'm just thinking the truck kind of looks a little. You know, I mean, it's sitting out in the back, which is okay. I'm not against that. It's just.
What if we just like, what if we put a connector on? I don't know, but yeah, we probably should move it.
Well, let me see. Yeah, because that connector is not out far enough now for what I was thinking I could do. But, you know, I mean, I think when we get this all set up, I think the truck will be fine. I have some ideas. But for now, I like what we're doing here. We just need to, you know, close this off. And I'm thinking this line here, and we'll see if you agree, even though things aren't being built.
I think the hangars just need, yeah, I was going to say, things need to be just a bit wider, too, because we don't have a lot of clearance for flying in and out, particularly with those connectors being, like, 1 or 2 blocks from what would be a window. So I think we just need to make it a little bit wider, so we're not quite running into that risk.
I'm thinking this whole back is hangar, right? So I completed this wall. So truck obviously is going to have to move because it's in the way. This connector probably should go back another one, or we can reroute it. We can put another door here if we wanted to, and then mirror it, what you had there over here, which is what you were already doing.
Yep, that's exactly what I was in the progress of.
So I'm going to move...
But I wanted to get everything grouped first, because it's just easier to group them when there's only one set of hangar doors, you know?
Yeah, I kind of figured that's what you're doing. But I've envisioned a U hangar, which is what we got.
Oh, yeah, I see what you're... Because, yeah, this pipe where this is connected to can move, but this... I like that idea.
Yeah, I want this whole back hangar, you know, and if we want to pressurize it, great. We have a button to do that. We can work in there. We have plenty of room to do that. Or we can depressurize it, and then we can go do whatever we want.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're not pressurized now.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we're just not, and won't be for a minute.
Yeah.
But that's fine.
And that's okay, you know.
No one got hurt, so.
Nope.
And the truck is self-sufficient, isn't it?
It has some solar panels, but I'm gonna repark that in just a second. Just give me a minute. I gotta move this thing out of the way now that you have these.
No big rush or anything.
And
I'm not bent out of shape about it or anything.
Yeah, I have an idea. I just have to park this suckers.
Man, there probably ought to be another row over the top of this thing. Yeah, like that. Nice. Steered that like a pro.
Yep, and then this thing.
It's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, so we want those, we don't want that, we don't want that, we want, don't need that, leave that.
Closing the end rapidly. There you go, you're free!
Cool.
See you later, space truck.
Doo-doo-doo. Whee.
thing has some gyros.
And it
Just
does,
good.
and they're down to 29%. So
It's good though. That thing has the capability of carrying quite a bit. It doesn't look like it, but this thing is loaded with cargo.
mm-hmm.
You might be able to fit that through one of the hangar doors, but no.
No. I was looking at the thing, and it's a large grid, so
You're 6 tall, yeah. You could maybe go through sideways if the small ship wasn't on it, but that's kind of ridiculous. All right, so let's put this on, this on, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Okay, that's the other hangar door now. And we come in here, we say, hangar, give me all of these, and we're gonna call them hangar door, starboard. Put them in a group, close them. I thought for sure you were gonna stand it vertically on that one.
yeah.
You're gonna want to drive back and you tap Q slightly to rotate to your left a little bit, and then go down ever so slightly. Yeah, or I'm sorry, when I say down, go to your right. Yeah, you're almost there. There you go. That's pretty good. It required very minimal adjustment to get in there.
Okay. There we go. So.
Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. So now I'm gonna just go ahead and take out this rear connection because we can re-add it in a better way.
Yeah, it was kind of in the way, plus the driller ship was kind of in the way, and we can certainly go from below now.
Mm-hmm.
So now we might want some connectors on the bottom, so some of these that are going up to the hangar floor can also have a connector on the bottom on the outskirts that would be below the ship, so we could put the truck down there.
What if we put, like, just imagine like a cylindrical, like a barrel-shaped object the size of the large landing gear down here that came down, and all it really was a conveyor connection that on 4 sides of it had just connections sticking out, and then on the bottom another one. So just like a connection hub that's like a barrel-shaped extension on the bottom of the ship.
Which is cool, but I was thinking also, like, down here, if I had a connection down here, I could put the truck on the bottom going this way. So, you know, from the left side to the right side, we could put some really long ships down here if we just had connections down here. What did you drop?
Well, it's just components.
Okay. Well,
my inventory is rather full.
Well, dump it.
Maybe I like carrying stuff in my inventory.
Look, sir.
Because now I can't build the things I want to build.
Sir, go take a dump.
I'll have you know. I do a fine job of that on my own. There.
Well, thank you. I do appreciate that.
I was accommodating you by giving you 6-way connection points more regularly.
Yes, I do know that, but I was thinking for the long ones, you know, like the long ships like the truck, we could, like back here, right, have one that would let me park something this way. I also want the other ones because we may not park long ships. We may, you know, we're versatile.
So we're going to struggle to make this airtight because we have to make a 2-layer thick hangar for the floor. So we need to make sure not to compromise that with connection points. In other words, you can see how there's like the layer where the connectors are on. Well, they're using blast blocks to protect from thrust around the connection points. We don't have to do that, but you know, I typically do this. I wrap the connectors with blast doors, so it just keeps things, you can bash into them a little bit more. But that being said, you know, if we put a connection below, we need to consider that there still needs to be like a wrap, like an airproof wrap underneath of this yet.
Yeah.
Which also kind of
I
means
don't think you're going to put
a
a connection right below it. I think you're going to go down like a block or two.
Or so.
You know,
yeah,
I mean,
and that would be perfect.
I'm just saying something down there because this isn't really going to land on anything. So those landing gear probably will have to be either dropped down farther or removed altogether.
Sure.
It just depends on whether we want to try to land to something. And honestly, if I was going to put a landing gear on a spacecraft that was going to attach to an asteroid, I'd probably put it on a piston. Just so it can reach down, grab the piston, and then pull us in.
Sure.
But we didn't build the landing gear for space travel. We did it because we had to be on a planet. So.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the landing gear could go. We don't need it.
Yeah.
I'm just cutting off some of the unnecessary shapes underneath.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. That one I got blast doors, yeah. This. This. It's hard maintaining energy in the coldness of space, apparently.
Mm-hmm. You're almost out.
Yeah, I'm getting low. Wait, are you showing my stream again?
Hmm? What, you think I'm working? I think you can see in your stream that I'm just standing here, buddy.
Oh, what are you gonna do when I hop in my cryo?
I'm gonna cry a little bit.
Can I have a bit of a cryo?
Mm-hmm.
That is
I'm gonna have whiskey in my cryo. Oh, wait a minute. That's Jaro. I totally
we
missed
didn't get that one, but we did get sitting on the dock of the bay.
Sitting on the dock of the bay.
Maybe sitting in the back of the cryo? I don't know.
Sitting on the couch in the lounge. Drinking all my cafe away.